What's going on YouTube? This is Mr. Scott01 coming to you with another fragrance review. Today we're doing another installment of Bottle Worthy, Believe the Hype. And it's a fragrance that I first did in 2021. But before we get into what fragrance that is, let's roll my music. Back in 2021, that's when I started my channel. This was my first niche fragrance that I ever did. It got me a lot of compliments. It's one that I blended. It's one that has had a lot of success in the fragrance community. And that one is no other than Mancera Cedrat Boise. First off, let's start off by saying, yes, this one is bottle worthy. But for me, it's a love-hate situation. I'm gonna tell you why. After a while of wearing this, it starts to get boring. I mean, for the first 5 wears or so, it's amazing. Another thing too, for me, I'm a seasonal wearer. This is something that I wear in the fall and wintertime months. You can put it off in the spring or summer, but it doesn't have the same effect to me. And it all has to do with your olfactory sensory nerves. You know, in the winter, you know, it's harder for you to smell things. So, you know, the stronger scents, I try to reserve those for the night or either the winter and colder months. Let's take a look at this packaging. It's pretty simple. Mancera Cedrat Boise, white sticker on the front, you know, 4 ounce, 120 mil. You can find this anywhere ranging from $80 to on up to $200 if you're getting it retail. But, you know, make sure you shop around. It is a thing about the batch codes with this. People have different sayings. Hey, this batch code is better than that batch code. You know how that goes. But for the ones of you that love the batch codes, it's hard to read on this one. It's 21J277C. So I'm going to tell you how I handle this one before we get into the actual fragrance. Since this is a seasonal thing for me, I decant the hell out of this, I swear. And after the season is over, if there's anything left, I'm probably gonna get rid of it. That's just the way I do it with this. I love the blend Cedrat Boise because it gets boring, like I said. Let's get into the scent. Nice, powerful spray. That's something that you're always gonna get from a Mancera fragrance. Off top, I get a lot of leather. I get lemon, and I also get those fruity notes. The fruity notes become more prevalent around the 15-minute mark, and then you start to get a lot of the fruity notes, leather, and the vanilla starts to become a heavy player too. Like I said, in my first video, I described Mancera Cedrat Boise as smelling like fruity pebbles. So I'll make sure I put a link to that video as well, so you can check out my first video, my first thoughts on Mancera Cedrat Boise. Yeah, it turns into vanilla, fruity notes, leather, and also a little bit of cedar. In the dry down, you're left with cedar, vanilla, and leather. A little bit of musk in there as well. Out of this fragrance, Cedrat Boise, I'm getting about a good 6 hours total. Cedrat Boise is something that you can wear year round, but me personally, I prefer to wear this, like I said, in the fall and winter months. I get compliments like, oh, you smell like cake and things like that when I wear this in the spring or summer. And that's cool, it's still a compliment, but you know, I get the greater compliments in the colder months. And I'll put a link down to those videos in my end screen so you can see the initial reactions that I was getting from Cedrat Boise. Like I said, I was mixing and blending Cedrat Boise with other things, one of them being Creed Aventus. So yeah, Cedrat Boise is definitely bottle worthy. It's still relevant in 2023. If you enjoy heavier, slightly sweeter fragrances, this is something that you might be interested in. Once upon a time, they were saying that this smelled like Creed Aventus. That is a complete lie. It does not smell like Cedrat Boise. But anyway, That's my thoughts on Cedrat Boise by Mancera. Now let's look at the official note breakdown.
At the top, you have Sicilian lemon, black currant, and bergamot. In the mid, you have fruity notes, patchouli leaf, and water jasmine. In the base, you have cedar, leather, sandalwood, vanilla, white musk, and moss.
Cedrat Boise. So yes, it's still worth the hype in 2023. It's bottle worthy. It's still up for you to decide if this is something that you want. Like I said, it's a sweeter fragrance, yet still it has fresh facets that make it wearable during any season. But for me personally, this is just something seasonal. And yeah, every season I will get another bottle. I'll decant the hell out of it, sell it off, and go at it again. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. More things are coming from me. It's 2023. It's a new year. I did wear Cedrat Boise out last night. Had a great time. A few compliments. But anyway, until then, look good, feel good, smell good, and I'll catch you later.